concept of green fundamentals include a set of principles and practice designed to minimize the impact of human activities on the environment while promoting resource efficiency and ecological balance. It aims to create a harmonious relationship between human and nature, ensuring long-term health for present and future generations. These principles are particularly relevant in cropland management where algae culture practice can have significant consequences for soil health, water quality, biodiversity, and climate change. Implementing green fundamentals in cropland management is crucial for achieving sustainable food production and safeguarding the environment. In the context of grazing land management and pasture improvement, green fundamentals focus on regenerative grazing practice which aim to restore and enhance the health of both the land and the livestock. Next, in the context of organic and peaty soil management, green fundamentals focus on regenerative practice that aim to maintain and enhance the unique properties of this soil while promoting sustainable land use. Lastly, in the context of forestry, green fundamentals focus on sustainable forest management practice that aim to maintain and enhance the health and productivity of forests while providing a range of benefits for present and future generations. Application in cropland management: no-till or reduced tillage, minimizing soil disturbance to preserve soil structure, organic matter, and microbial activity. Crop rotation, rotating different crops to improve soil fertility, control pests and diseases, and reduce the need of synthetic fertilizer. Cover cropping, plant non-cash crop between cash crops to improve soil health, prevent erosion, and suppress weed. Integrated Pest Management (IPM), utilizing a combination of biological, culture, and chemical method to control pests while minimizing environmental impact. Grazing land management and pasture improvement. Regenerative grazing, managing grazing pattern to promote the reserve plant community, improve soil health, and enhance livestock health. Adaptive grazing, adjusting grazing practice based on forage availability, weather condition, and livestock needs. Cover cropping, planting cover crops between grazing period to improve soil health, control weeds, and increase biodiversity. Integration of livestock and crop, combining grazing with crop production to enhance soil fertility, biodiversity, and economic efficiency. Organic and peaty soil management, sustainable drainage system, implementing drainage system that minimize waterlogging while preserving soil structure and organic matter content. Water conservation, utilizing integration technique that optimize water use and reduce runoff. Composting and organic amendments, incorporating compost and other organic materials to improve soil structure, fertility, and water retention capacity. No-till or reduced tillage, minimizing soil disturbance to preserve soil structure and promote microbial activity. Forestry, sustainable forest management, managing forests to maintain and enhance their health, productivity, and biodiversity while providing a range of benefits for present and future generations. Reduce impact logging, implementing logging practice that minimize damage to forest and surrounding ecosystem. Forest restoration and rehabilitation, restoring degraded of deforested areas to enhance biodiversity, carbon sequestration, and ecosystem service. Fire management, developing and implementing effective fire management strategy to prevent catastrophic wildfire and promote health forest ecosystem.
For green technology and practice in Malaysia, for cropland management, we have Integrated Sustainable Palm Oil Complex, which also known as ISPOC. Green technology for this is renewable energy integration, which is they often incorporate renewable energy source like solar and wind power. For energy efficiency, they use advanced control algorithm, optimize energy consumption in industrial process. For green practice, for waste management, ISPOC practice include innovative waste management solution. They use recycling and reusing material. For certification and compliance, they ensure the compliance with sustainable certification such as RSPO, which also known as Roundtable on Sustainable Palm Oil, and MSPO, Malaysian Sustainable Palm Oil. For water conservation, they implement the optimized water usage and reduce waste. The last one is emission control, which ISPOC system monitor and control emission to ensure compliance with environmental regulation and reduce pollution. The second one for grazing land management and pasture improvement, we have Desa Dairy Farm Kundasang. For the green technology, they use precision agriculture, which they utilize precision agriculture technologies to monitor and manage grazing land efficiently. Second is renewable energy integration, which they use solar panels are used to power farm operation. This reduce the farm carbon footprint and promote sustainable energy use. The third one is waste management system. They utilizing biogas plants to convert animal waste into energy. For the green practice, sustainable grazing practice, they implement sustainable grazing practice that help maintain soil health and improve pasture quality. For the second one is pasture improvement technique. They employs various pasture improvement technique such as use of legume based sward. The third one is animal welfare and monitoring. They monitor the health and behavior of cattle. This technology track feeding, remunerating, and resting patterns. For the last one is public-private partnership, which is the collaboration with research institution and government bodies help Desa farm implement and refine these green technologies. For the third one, management of organic and peaty soil, we have sustainable management of peatland ecosystem in Malaysia, which also known as SMPEM. For the green technology, water management technologies. Effective water management is crucial for peatland ecosystem, such as controlled drainage system and water table management help maintain optimal moisture levels in peat soils. The second, rehabilitation and reforestation, which the project includes initiative for rehabilitating degraded peatlands through reforestation with native species. For the green practice, fire prevention and control, advanced monitoring system and early warning technologies are employed to prevent and control peatlands fires. The second, sustainable agriculture practice. The project promotes sustainable agriculture practice that are compatible with peatland conservation. The third one is community-based management. They're engaging local communities in peatland management is a key component. The training and capacity building programs are provided to local farmers. The last one is policy and institutional support, which they're developing guidelines and framework that support the implementation of green technologies and sustainable practice.
Was launched in 2007 as a collaborative effort among Brunei, Indonesia, and Malaysia to conserve the unique biodiversity and ecosystem of Borneo rainforest. So what is its green technology? The first one is sustainable agriculture technologies. So it has two parts. The first one is agroforestry by integrating trees and shrubs into agriculture landscape to enhance biodiversity and soil health. The second one is precision agriculture by using technology like GPS and sensor to optimize the use of resources such as water and fertilizers. Next, renewable energy solutions. So HOB uses solar power by installing solar panels in remote communities to provide clean energy. They also uses micro hydropower by utilizing small-scale hydroelectric system to generate electricity from local water sources. And lastly, forest monitoring technologies. HOB uses remote sensing, which is using satellite imagery and drones to monitor forest health and detect illegal logging activities. They also uses GIS, which is Geographic Information System, that mapping and analyzing
spatial data to support conservation planning. Next is green practices. So the first one is green economy land use and management plan. By developing land use plans that integrate conservation with sustainable economic development. The second one is sustainable resource management. By promoting best management practices in sectors like palm oil, timber, to minimize environmental impact. Third one is transboundary management. By coordinating conservation efforts across national borders to maintain ecological connectivity. And lastly, capacity building. By providing training and developing guidelines for government, private sectors, NGOs, and communities to support green practices. Moving on to Green Culture Program. So the program that we chose is FRIM, Forest Research Institute Malaysia. It is a leading institute in tropical forestry research dedicated to conservation and sustainable management of forest resources. So FRIM has conducted several activities, which includes 100 million tree planting campaign, which is launched in January 2021 by the Ministry of Energy and Natural Resources, KETSA. This campaign aims to plant 100 million trees across Malaysia by 2025. So the next one is tree planting events. FRIM organizes regular tree planting events involving staff, volunteers, and local communities. So these events serve as educational opportunities to raise awareness about the importance of forests. So the third one is public engagement and education. The program emphasizes raising public awareness about the importance of forests and green spaces. FRIM conducts educational programs and activities to foster a culture of environmental stewardship among the public. And lastly, corporate social and responsibility, CSR. FRIM CSR activities include tree planting sponsorship and other initiatives that promote environmental awareness and sustainability. These activities help FRIM introduce itself as a responsible government agency and pave the way for environmental movement. However, despite its significant contributions to sustainable forest management and environmental conservation, FRIM faces several challenges in implementing its initiative. So the first one is insufficient funding. FRIM often struggles with limited funding, which affects its ability to conduct extensive research and implement large scale of projects. The reduction in government funding has necessitated the search for alternative funding sources, including private sector's partnership. The second one is urbanization pressure. The expansion of urban areas places increasing pressure on forested regions, including those managed by FRIM. Balancing the need for development with conservation effort is a significant challenge. The third one is climate change. The impact of climate change, such as increased frequency of extreme weather events, pose risk to forest ecosystem and biodiversity. These changes can affect the health and resilience of forests. The fourth one is deforestation and degradation. Illegal logging and land clearing for agriculture and development continue to threaten forest areas. These activities result in habitat loss, reduced biodiversity, and increased carbon emissions. And lastly, raising awareness. Increasing public awareness about the importance of forests and biodiversity is crucial but challenging. Engaging the public and fostering a culture of environmental stewardship requires continuous effort and innovative approaches.